Hello, and welcome back to another soda review. Today I have a collection of sodas based on sour candies, which I think is a very interesting thing. So this started out, should I get into kind of like surprise things? Let's keep it vague. So I have this candy company that I really like. I feel like it's a bit of a niche one. Let's say it's called Toxic Waste. They make these little like hard candies and a couple other things too. But I've known them for a while. They're not like in most like grocery stores. That's why I say they're a bit of a niche candy brand, I think. But I came across some of their sour soda, which I thought, interesting. So I bought some of it. And I didn't know, like, maybe I make a video about it. But then recently I was in another state and I went to a small, just side of the road, like little market store. And they had a bunch of sour sodas from a different candy company, which we'll get into later. But so I looked across the internet and I found a couple more, or only one more different one really. So now I have all these sodas. I'm gonna try them. It's raining outside. Why need a bottle opener? So let's start off with the first things first. Toxic Waste. So there are 3 Toxic Waste soda flavors. There is Toxic Waste Sour Green Apple, Toxic Waste Slime Liquor, Blue Raspberry, and Slime Liquor Red. Now I don't know what Slime Liquor is. So basically, I don't know why, but 2 of them are branded as Slime Liquor, which is, this is like a sour paste that you can put on your tongue. And it tastes, well, I think we'll start off with, I feel like the classic if you're going for a sour candy, which is green apple. Open this up. Nice, you get that exhale of bubbles. Let's do the, not a lot of fizz that I'm hearing. Definitely smells like a very like green apple flavor. Like you'd get from like, this is kind of specific, but those little fire can candy sprays where it's like a firefighter and it's a candy spray and it sprays like sour flavor. The green one, that's what it smells like. So let's try it. That's weird because I've never had like a sour soda before, and it is definitely that. It is sour, which is, weird for a soda, I feel like. Yeah, there's definitely a real sour punch. I'm feeling the kind of green apple flavor, but it's also almost like watermelon-y, I guess. Kind of bitter, but like it's definitely got a real sour punch to it. I thought it'd be fun to see how that compares to just maybe Toxic Waste Green Apple. I think there should be some in here. Toxic Waste mystery flavor, that's weird. Okay. Green apple. Green apple? Apple. It's green, but it says apple. So, Let's see what it's about. Now, Toxic Waste, I feel like super sour. Like you just, like, it's like a little hard candy thing. You put it in and it's immediately super sour. And it's kind of like, at least when I was little, it was very hard to get through. So let's see. There's a similar flavor there, definitely. Yeah, I can see the similarities. If I have them at the same time, this one, I'd say the candy has a bit of almost a sweeter flavor. This one tastes like more, like I said earlier, watermelon-like, which is interesting, but they're definitely both, I think, green apple flavors. So, I'm gonna crunch this down now. I've gone past the sour part. Next one. Blue Raspberry. Okay, so it says Slime Liquor here, and it's got, instead of like the Toxic Waste barrel, it has the same logo of like their mascot, I think that is. Just like, so sour sodas is kind of like a weird, fairly novel concept to me. Like, I know novelty sodas, I've seen a lot of them, haven't had many of them, but like, I feel like soda is generally something kind of carbonated and sweet, and it's weird to pair like an overwhelming sourness with that. That's definitely a kind of sour blue raspberry flavor. Smells like it too. It is weird because like I'm having trouble kind of like comparing the sourness to the flavor. I'd say this one's definitely sour. Yeah, that one has a more of a punch. That's definitely very blue raspberry though. I'd agree. Okay, next. Red strawberry flavor. Okay, let's see. It's kind of like the classic trifecta of flavors. You got your green, blue, and red. Yeah, this one also has the same Slime Liquor logo. It smells a lot like the blue raspberry. I could see strawberry, but it's also just that general kind of like red fruit flavor, like you'd get with a fruit punch or something. Yeah. Honestly, that one's not that sour. Yeah, that just feels kind of like a solid strawberry flavor. Pretty standard, classic strawberry flavor. Yeah. Next up. So I've kind of hinted at this earlier. I was being a bit vague. But while I was in another state, I came across a couple of these in a little market. And I thought that was fascinating. So I looked into them, and I have here right now a bunch of Warheads sour sodas. Now, I'm pretty sure Warheads is like similar to sour, like Toxic Waste, just a sour hard candy. But I'm not too familiar with that. I think I had like Warheads gum or something. I've definitely see it around Halloween. So, but there are like 5-ish Warheads flavors. So I guess we'll start in the same order and then diverge from there. First up, we have Warheads Sour Green Apple. Green apple flavor makes sense. It's kind of like just a general sour fruit. So I understand that. That just makes sense. Okay. Smells like green apple. I'd say this one smells more like an actual like green apple. Like if you bit into just like a crunchy green apple and just, yeah, that's that smell. I'm not getting much sourness there. I mean, there's a bit like you'd expect with a green apple soda, but definitely less sour than the Toxic Waste one. In terms of flavor, it's solid. It tastes a lot like a green apple candy. Yep, good. Okay, next up, what did I do? Blue raspberry. Warheads Blue Raspberry. Or the blue one. Same deal. Okay, so almost smells like blueberry. Blue raspberry snow cone, which, you know, very specifically snow cone, but makes sense in the vein of blue raspberry. That one's definitely more sour. I could see that being like a fizzy fruit juice, or you know what it almost reminds me of? It almost reminds me of one of the San Pellegrino flavors. I can't say which one. Maybe like the pomegranate one. Pretty good. Okay. Now, the red one. Let's see. Black cherry, which, you know, not the same as strawberry, but red flavors generally have kind of similarities in common. Yep, smells like a black cherry soda. If you haven't ever had black cherry soda, it's a bit harder to find, but it's good. It smells surprisingly similar though. It's that general like red flavor. That one's definitely got a bit of a sour punch. Black cherry, I see it. I don't know, it feels a bit lighter to me than excuse me, most black cherries. Like, it's more sour, but the flavor is less of the like wild cherry kind of, and just feels more like a normal cherry soda. But I still get like some of the difference, I think. So good. This is actually one that I have something to compare it to. I found this one, Warheads Extreme Sour. Extreme Sour hard candy. Black cherry flavor. So, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it's purple. That's weird. Very different flavor than the soda. Very sour too. Yeah, I kind of get the black cherryness. Yeah. It's definitely different. I feel like this feels like more of a classic black cherry to me. But the candy's still good. It's got a real sour kick, yeah. Well, I don't really want to wash it down with any of those. Green wasn't very sour. It's a bit more sour now. Pink, watermelon soda. Okay, so that's interesting because I feel like green apple and watermelon are often kind of similar. So let's see. That's light. That's nice. It's a bit sour on the end. Very light flavor. There's not a lot there. It's good though. It's pretty sweet. It's definitely got a bit of a sour punch, but it's more subtle. Yeah, pretty good. I'd say it definitely pairs up well with, what I imagine of a sour watermelon candy. Especially hard candy like Toxic Waste or something like that. Then finally, the last Warheads one. Lemon. Warheads Sour Lemon. So, lemon makes sense. It's, pretty sour fruit. It smells like a San Pellegrino. Yep, that's pretty sour. The lemon flavor is hard to focus on because the sourness is pretty distracting there. Yep, light lemon flavor. It's nice flavor, it's sweet. Pretty sour though. Okay, so that's all of the ones I knew about originally. But then I looked up to see if there were any more, and I found one more. One of the most classic sour candies ever. Sour Patch Berry Crush soda. So basically, Crush, which is I think PepsiCo's soda, or like flavored fruit soda thing. Berry flavor, so like blue raz is what that looks like it's supposed to be. But it's also Sour Patch, so that's interesting. It's weird. It was kind of like it was very squishy before. It's not anymore. I think it was probably got vacuumed or something while it was being shipped. So I don't know. Yeah, that's blue raz flavor, a lot like this one in that kind of smells like a snow cone. Blue raspberry snow cone. Hey. So now let's actually try this flavor. I didn't get anything. Tastes like a snow cone. Not very sour, but a lot like a blue raspberry snow cone. A bit heavy on the syrup, maybe. Not sure. Not very sour. Classic blue raspberry flavor, like a Slurpee or something. Blue raspberry Slurpee. But a bit heavy on the sweetness. Not very sour. It's good. It's not bad. Time to do rankings. First, I guess, though, I should compare this slime liquor to the slime liquor Toxic Waste. It's kind of see-through and clear. Oh, my goodness. It's kind of sweet. It's very sticky. And it's weird because it's it's sweet on your tongue, but as soon as it like spreads around a little, it gets super sour, and then it just clings there for a second. So that's pretty good. Ranking time. Okay. Wait. Okay, so I think this is the ranking. You got blue raspberry at number 1, then green apple, then blue raspberry, then black cherry, watermelon, strawberry, lemon, green apple, then berry. So I don't think there were any really standout bad flavors, like anything like terrible. For example, on this end, this one just like the flavoring felt off, like it felt like a bit too strong in that regard, and all these were super sour, which is to be kind of expected from a sour soda. Ironically, a lot of the ones that got like higher marks from me were a lot less sour, which, you know, interesting, but like there was just ones that I enjoyed a bit more while I was drinking them. So, you know, that's the idea. I think, you know, these were kind of lighter. These were pretty sour, kind of punchy with sour. Not that one though. So, you know, oh, right, we gotta do the letter grades. Okay, so let's do S tier. Those are pretty similar. A. 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 B. I think that one's kind of like high C. This one too, for just like sourness, but still tasting good. And then this is going to be a D, because it's not like terrible, so it's not an F, but it's not, you know, not as good as the other ones. So there you go. That's all of them. Sour Patch has been doing a lot of weird stuff recently. Like, for example, Extreme Sour Patch Kids. Let's have one of those to clear out the video. It's super sour, then sweet. Just like normal Sour Patch Kids. It's good because it's Sour Patch Kids, but I don't want to say anything about Extreme Sour. If you want Extreme Sour, it's delicious. Like, drink some of this. So, thanks for watching. Bye.